Have you ever felt like someone around you gives you a strange look, almost as if they're not too happy with your achievements? Or maybe you've received a compliment that felt off, as if it wasn't quite sincere. The truth is, envy often hides itself in people's words and actions, and it can be closer to us than we might think. But what exactly is envy, and why does it have such a strong impact on our peace? In today's video, we're diving into Buddhist teachings to gain a deeper understanding of the energy of envy, how it arises, and most importantly, how to protect yourself from it. Envy is like a poison. It not only harms the person feeling it, but it also affects those around them. Here you'll learn 5 clear signs that someone might be envious of you. And most importantly, I'll show you how to use Buddhist techniques to shield your energy and maintain your peace. Stay with me until the end, because these insights and practices can truly change how you perceive envy and bring greater harmony into your life. Let's explore what's behind this feeling and how to find both protection and serenity. Envy is a quiet emotion, but it's incredibly powerful. Often, people who feel envious don't realize just how much this emotion is influencing their lives and those around them. It stems from a deep dissatisfaction with oneself and one's life. This feeling creates a cycle of negativity that sabotages relationships, dreams, and even mental health. In Buddhism, envy is viewed as a mental poison, an illusion that keeps us from true happiness and inner peace. When we allow envy to take hold, we become trapped in a cycle of comparison and suffering. That's why it's so important to understand how it can show up in people's lives and recognize it in order to avoid it. One of the first signs of envy is the superficial compliment. Someone says something nice about you, but deep down you sense a negative or indifferent energy behind the words. It's the type of compliment that feels forced or is followed by a comment that diminishes your merit. For example, "Wow, congrats on the promotion, but wasn't that just because your boss likes you?" Buddhist teachings encourage us to be mindful of the energy behind words and develop sensitivity to recognize when a compliment is sincere and when it's merely a cover for envy. Another common sign is when someone tries to downplay your achievements, whether with an ironic remark or by dismissing the effort you put in to get where you are. This behavior shows discomfort with your success and an attempt to dim your light. According to Buddhism, this behavior is a projection of the person's own dissatisfaction with themselves. It's as if they're trying to transfer their own feelings of inadequacy onto you instead of working through their frustrations internally. Constant comparison and a desire to compete with you are also strong signs of envy. If someone frequently tries to match or outdo you whenever you accomplish something, it's likely they're driven by envy. This person is so focused on outshining you that they can't enjoy their own achievements or grow in a healthy way. In Buddhism, attachment to the ego and the desire to stand out are sources of suffering. Those who are led by this kind of competition become trapped in an endless race, generating only more envy and unhappiness. Criticism disguised as advice often comes across as opinions that are really attempts to highlight your flaws or weaknesses, though always subtly. Someone may offer you advice that feels more like criticism, aimed at undermining your confidence and making you feel inferior. In Buddhism, these subtle attacks reflect the person's own insecurities. They reveal a negative mindset and show how much this person is caught in the cycle of envy. Someone who feels envious of you may, consciously or unconsciously, try to isolate you or undermine your relationships. They might spread negative stories about you, gossip, or even distance themselves when you're in a good place. Though subtle, these actions can create a sense of social isolation. According to Buddhist teachings, this behavior reveals how deeply someone is trapped in their attachment to ego, unable to release themselves from envy and resentment. This kind of negative energy directly affects the environment around them. In Buddhism, envy is viewed as an obstacle to enlightenment and inner peace. It prevents self-awareness, causing a person to focus on what others have instead of looking within and addressing their own needs. When we allow envy to grow, we create a cycle of negativity and suffering that impacts our relationships and mental well-being. Inner peace, according to Buddhism, is a state of contentment with the present, with who we are and what we have. Recognizing envy around us gives us the chance to protect ourselves and maintain our peace without letting others' negativity affect us. To manage envy in a balanced way, we can turn to practices and teachings that help strengthen our energy field and maintain our inner peace, protecting ourselves from the negative energies of others. Here are some Buddhist and spiritual strategies to build this internal protection. First, practicing energy cleansing is essential. Our energy field is like an aura we carry with us, and just as we care for our physical body, it's also important to purify and protect this subtle layer. Using crystals like amethyst and rose quartz is highly recommended. Amethyst, for example, is known for its ability to transmute negative energy, while rose quartz emits a loving vibration that helps strengthen self-care and self-esteem. Another practice involves using incense and herbs, such as white sage and rosemary. Burning these herbs creates a cleansing energy in the space, dispersing heavy vibrations. In Buddhism, such purification not only raises our frequency, but also neutralizes external influences that might try to drain our energy. Beyond energy cleansing, raising your own vibrational frequency is important. This practice involves maintaining positive thoughts and actions. Buddhism teaches that our actions and intentions shape our inner and outer environment. By cultivating gratitude, compassion, and kindness in our daily routines, we reinforce our energy, creating a shield against negativity. Practice gratitude daily. Upon waking, reflect on the good things in your life. Gratitude raises our vibration, connects us to an energy of abundance, and protects us from envy, as being at peace with what we have makes us less vulnerable to energy attacks. Charity is also an excellent strategy for protecting against envy. When we give and share openly, it creates a protective aura around us. In Buddhism, acts of giving and sharing help free us from attachment, foster compassion, and generate positive karma that helps neutralize negative energy. Charity teaches us to let go of small material and emotional attachments, which in turn creates a shield against envy. As we become more generous, we radiate a sense of completeness and security. Transforming the envy we feel or perceive in others into a path of personal growth is another powerful strategy. Envy can be seen as a mirror, revealing areas we still need to work on within ourselves. If you sense envy around you, take it as an opportunity to strengthen your self-esteem and self-awareness. Ask yourself, why does this situation affect me? Often the envy of others touches on emotional wounds or insecurities we still need to address. By examining and understanding what lies beneath this discomfort, we grow emotionally, becoming more resilient and less susceptible to outside influences. Finally, practicing forgiveness and emotional detachment are essential steps for freeing ourselves from the emotional weight that envy can create. Forgiving those we feel envy us isn't about condoning toxic behavior. Rather, it's about releasing the negative load these feelings carry. Forgiveness lets us keep our peace intact and prevents envy from taking root in our hearts. Emotional detachment helps us avoid carrying the weight of others' emotions. When we detach, we recognize that while we can't control others' feelings, we can choose not to absorb them. These practices, energy cleansing, raising your vibrational frequency, charity, turning envy into learning, forgiveness, and detachment, together provide powerful strategies for strengthening our inner peace and preventing envy from taking hold in our lives. Envy is a natural emotion, but can become destructive if left unchecked. By recognizing these signs, protecting yourself, and practicing forgiveness and detachment, You're not only shielding yourself from envy, but also strengthening your inner peace. If you enjoyed this content and want to learn more about self-awareness and energy protection, give this a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who could use this message. Remember, by raising your own energy, you also uplift the world around you. See you next time.